How's everyone doing? It's your boy Flugan back at it again with another Valorant video. As we are going to be doing a lot of Valorant themed things, but we're not here to discuss the future plans for the channel. We are here to discuss Yoru. You heard me right. The new character that literally came out this past Tuesday. He is great. On paper he seemed overpowered, and I said I would give another thoughts video on him after I played him for about the week, and I did. And first thing I will tell you is, one, time to jump. Was he overpowered? No, he's not overpowered, because his teleportation orb, my bad, you were able to see it clear as day and shoot it.
One enemy remaining.
Now it requires a tactic that you have to use, which is your flash and then transport, and then you're in the clear, you can start killing people. But just throwing it in there, unless they are new, they're not gonna fall for it.
That wasn't terrible.
The footsteps, same thing. People get really used to that. That's why you can't use them every round. It's gonna be more of a, you buy it at the start, you use it once, and then give it like every 3 rounds. And if the enemy team starts catching on, then you do switch that up and make it like at random rounds. So it'd be like a 7th or 3rd round. Just be like, okay, I'm just gonna save this round, and then the 4th or 5th, or maybe the 2nd or 1st round, then you just do that, throw them off your trail. Really, as long as you just don't do it like consistently. The only reason I said 3 rounds is because after 3 rounds, nobody's gonna care unless you're in competitive. Then if you're in competitive, then I'm definitely gonna say switch it up. Like, never make it consistent. Just be like, hey, I'm just gonna throw my footsteps in this time, or hey, I'm gonna throw my footsteps in like the halfway point. I forgot what it was called. And yeah. Also, with his
one enemy remaining.
alt, it is good, but I did not know that with his alt, as you see, it has a little circle around it, and that little circle basically signifies if any enemy team gets into that circle, they're gonna see you. They're gonna see where you are. And I don't want to. And the circle is not really that big. You can get around a lot of places. It's just, if somebody's like blocking a doorway, you do not want to go through that doorway. You're just gonna have to go all the way around, or do something else, because no doorway, unless they are standing all the way to the far left or right, they're going to catch you and they're going to follow you. Also, his timer on that thing is not that bad, because I was thinking that it was going to be like a quick 2-second, just done. No, it was actually like a good, he's in that thing for like 10 seconds. So that means you have 10 seconds to roam from one side of the map to the other in hopes of finding an enemy. And then also, when doing that, you gotta make sure that they don't see you. You gotta make sure that you do not pull your knife out first, because I had this problem. I don't know why. It's probably kind of just common sense, but anyways, you gotta make sure you have your gun out, because as soon as you come out of that thing, you're competitive, people instantly just lock straight to you. I'm a bronze 3. And in that rank alone, you should not be dealing with that, unless people are really trying to get out of bronze, which people are, because this is a very competitive game. But his alt is used definitely for if you try to, if your team is throwing them off by just continuously just like throwing shots, getting hits on them, not killing them per se, but like just, making it to where they have to think on their feet light and fast, because they don't want to die, or they don't want a certain teammate to die, or they don't want you to get point, like a whole bunch of variables that are included into it. And also another tactic you can use, which you can only get here if you come to this channel and subscribe. He can use his alt to plant. When I say this, I don't mean he could plant in his alt. No, that would be highly abused. And what so the big brain play I was thinking of was, you give him spike, he runs with it during his alt, the team throws off the enemy team by making a lot of noise and using a lot of utility
that's the one from the beginning.
over at a different point that you're not going to, literally, as soon as you see all of them rotate, plant the bomb. You're gonna throw them off. They're gonna have to worry about rotating now. Which, in the case of you, you're fine because if you set up a teleport or you do a fake out or a blind, you're throwing them off, and then guess what happens? Your team is going to go right behind them slowly. Either your whole team or a flanker, whatever the game is, they're just gonna die. Like, that's gonna be an easy cap for a round. I kid you not. If you are in the low silver 3, this will work. I can almost guarantee you this. So my final thoughts are, Yoru is kind of OP, but it's just if the team plays around him. So basically, think about it like this. If you're playing Overwatch, you want an easy win. What people will do is pirate ship, which is Bastion, and then they all play around Bastion. They make sure that he doesn't get hurt. They make sure like he's kept in mid condition. That's basically how they're gonna have to do with Yoru. Because yes, he has 3 abilities that are really game changing. But the real thing is, if your team doesn't play around that, if they want to be their own person, you're not gonna get a lot of kills unless you're just that skilled. I hope to see you next week as we're going to be on the path to platinum by the end of this year, and I'm going to be making a video series showing y'all how I got better at this game and how I ended up achieving that goal. Now, will I stop at just plat? No, I'm going to keep going. It's just plat is going to be the goal right now for the year to make sure we hit. So, if you want to see more of that, subscribe, make sure you hit the notification button, and I will see y'all in a week. See you.